Hey Leo, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. I'm going to be doing your proofread for the month of November. I'm trying to get through these pretty quickly. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. I'm trying to keep them all at like 5 minutes, and the last one was less than 5 minutes, so I spoke on it and it happened. I love it. So I'm going to be using the Threads of Fate Oracle. I'm going to be using the Divine Masculine Tarot, and I'm going to be using the Moonology Oracle cards. Your ruling planet is in Scorpio, so you might just be feeling like that. You know, the emotional energy. It can be intense sometimes. You know, it can make you, I don't know, upset, angry, anxious, because Mars does have this sort of like anxious energy, you know, impatient about something even. Okay, the observer. Yeah, maybe you just need to observe. You need to just sit back and observe something, right? What are you seeing? What's obvious to you here with the observer card? Right? What is obvious to you? Surrender as well. That was on the bottom. I'm cutting it just because I'm curious to see what the enhanced message would be. Destruction. The observer, surrender, destruction. So you need to just watch something destroy itself, you know, or you're going to be watching something destroy itself, right? And not in a bad way. I don't feel like it's going to be like, oh my God, die. But it's going to be like you are observing something, you are seeing something sort of destruct, which is kind of like deconstruct, right? But I don't know. But it's here, you know? And it's funny because the observer card has what it has, but then this is destruction, right? So this is also being observed. And the observer could be somebody that is also watching you, or you could be watching or observing something, and it could be destructive in some kind of way, whatever it is that you are watching or seeing or observing. I am going to now shuffle the Tarot of the Divine Masculine because I don't think I started shuffling that one. You know, this one is more flexible. I was starting to feel that the Rose Threads of Fate were also more flexible. I'm sorry, I call them the Rose Gold. I don't know why I call them the Rose. Threads of Fate is just a lot to be saying. One more time. And I'm also using the Moonology Oracle cards, which have become kind of popular. You know, I forgot to mention it in the other videos, but I'm doing a special right now, maybe for the entire month of November. Here's your card, and it is 30 minutes for $33. Email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. It'll be in the description box or in the comment of the video, the comment section. Okay, so you got observer, and this is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you need to not interrupt. You need to not get in your own way. This is connected to getting in your own way in some kind of fashion, you know, where you could be listening to other people. You're distracted by what's going on around you, you know. This is also being patient with things. This is not being clear-headed right now. So that's why you need to just sit back and observe and let whatever it is destroy itself, right? Or deconstruct. But this is Jupiter in Gemini, which is talking about a relationship. So a relationship is distracting you, or you are foggy in the mind. You're not able to see the reality of something, right? So you've got to tune in to what is happening or whatever. So sit back and just let things play out, you know? And you also can't believe everything that you hear, if this makes any sense, or what people tell you. You can't believe everything that people tell you, you know? You can't trust someone's words all the time. That could be connected to this, you know? And this is also, like they say, being bound by your thoughts. So you're letting your thoughts get the best of you, right? It's also discouragement, okay? That's what this could be. Because if the strength card is courage, then this card is like discouragement. And it's also kind of like being fixed in that place. So you need to stop telling yourself or stop listening to those harmful, toxic thoughts, because this is also connected to toxic thoughts, right? Because they're in this sort of like marshy swamp type of place, and it might even be a little bit uncomfortable, a little cold and wet and sparse, that type of thing. So, you know, you are creating a void in your mind about something, but it really is just distracting you from something, you know? Also, you've got to be patient with yourself, like I said, because everybody is in a unique situation, right? It's like the Hanged Man is bound, but so is the person in the Eight of Swords. Like, they think that they're bound, you know? And it's like your thoughts don't necessarily have control over you. You're just allowing them to have control over you, because it is being bound by your thoughts, but it's like you have to sort of transmute that energy. It is an 8 here, and that's about transformation, transmutation, you know? Allowing these things to come in and go out, you know, like signals. Changing the station, you know, you have to fine-tune something, right? Here we go. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Okay, so, like I said, your emotions are getting the best of you, causing you to kind of like reimagine situations, or let your imagination get the best of you and control you, or, you know, the thoughts that you are having are kind of making you feel less than encouraged, you know, they're discouraging you. So you have to do things, you have to say things, you have to listen to things, you have to look at things that are actually encouraging you, and in a positive way. We're not looking for any kind of like negative encouragement or toxic encouragement, you know what I mean? And this is also being honest with yourself, okay, and not lying to yourself about something, with the Eight of Swords being here. That's why the Observer card came up. And also, what was the other one? Destruction. Okay, so be aware of what you might expose yourself to and what you might be obsessively thinking about, seeing, right, or talking about with this Eight of Swords. And emotions are running high. Okay, bye, Leo.